What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine for those of you that are new here, and today I have a high-end makeup try on video. So basically I just have a couple new makeup products that I want to try on and just show them to you guys, and we can see what we think, what I think, whether I like them, whether I don't. Obviously this is a first try, so it will be based off of first impressions and try. But yeah, it's just a simple makeup tutorial to try these new high-end makeup products that I have. I got this primer. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base All-in-One Primer and Moisturizer. Oh, so this actually already has moisturizer in it. I actually had gotten this primer at, I think it's called the cosmetic store. And I've actually heard a lot of things about this primer. I heard that it's supposedly really good. Okay, first impression, honestly, it smells, I like the way it smells. And it is actually really moisturizing, so I probably didn't even have to put my moisturizer because this is actually doing that. For me, what I look for mainly when I get primers is I like something that minimizes my pores because I have very big pores the size of Mars. And I also like a primer that mattes me out because I have very oily skin. While that is setting in, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. This is just one that I always have. So I'll tell you guys which products are the new ones. Obviously this is not a new product. I recently went to go get my eyebrows done, and I hadn't gotten them done in a long time. They were really bushy, and I was starting to get a unibrow. I have really thick eyebrows. Literally since I was a kid, I've always had really thick eyebrows, and it was something that growing up I was actually really insecure about, and I actually hated because I felt kids would make fun of me, or there was one point where kids would call me Frida, and I thought that was literally it was embarrassing. It would literally I would get into my feelings. So I don't know, I was pretty sensitive about it. And then now I'm hell no. I love my thick brows, and it's just funny how sometimes people bully us for things and they make fun of, and then how the tables turn, where people want to have really thick eyebrows now, and they even do brow lamination and stuff like that. And to me now, if somebody would to tell me oh yeah, your eyebrows look like Frida, I honestly wouldn't get butthurt by that. I honestly would take it as a compliment. But it's funny how things change, And then I'm just gonna go in with the NYX the brow glue. This is just a classic. It's what I use to set my eyebrows. Y'all know I'm a ride or die for my freaking Estee Lauder double wear. Before I started filming this, I was watching, me and Diaz were watching a high-speed car chase that's happening right now, I think it's LA, huh? It's LA area. Oh, he's watching it while I'm not watching it. But anyways, I'm so intrigued because I'm what is going on? I had to stop watching it because I was I don't know how long this dude's gonna be on this freaking car chase, and I gotta film my YouTube video. But it's low-key in the back of my mind, I'm dude, is this freaking dude I don't know. He's wild. He's going freaking he was going over 100 on the freeway, and then obviously curbing cars in and out, and then he's on the street going 80 on the street. So it's definitely not a matte powder primer. So I don't know how this is gonna do wear tests later on in the day, because I like a matte powder and I don't really feel it's smoothing. I don't know. We'll see. It's still too early to tell on the primer, but we'll see once I've gone with powder and all that how it looks. Next, we are gonna go ahead and go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer. Honestly, this is my shit, bro. I've been using this so much. Oh wait, I've been actually putting some of this under my eyebrow, to kind of carve my eyebrow out. This is not really the type of what was I gonna say, the freaking type of concealer you want to use to carve out your eyebrow, but I don't have any other concealer. It's literally so hot in here, and we will see how this makeup wears throughout the the rest of the day, like especially outside, because we're gonna be, it's not super early, but it's not super late. We're gonna go out to ride bicycles on the beach. I don't have a rack for my car to take the bike with me, so, you know, obviously right now it's cheaper for us to just rent a bike at the beach and do that than me purchasing a bike rack, because that's gonna be an arm and a leg. I know some people put it on the top or on the back of the car, but I think I want to do the back one because I feel like the top, it scares me to feel like the car is like the bike is like wobbling into the floor. I do have like a rack on the top, but I don't know. Is that rack on the top of the car? Is that for bikes? No, huh? I don't know. I do have the car already. When I bought the car already came with some racks on the top. Because apparently I didn't know that not all cars come with those racks. Apparently you get charged for that. Well, I'm sure they did charge me in the price, but. I don't have too many updates. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I feel like emotionally, like mentally, like I'm doing better. I feel like I'm, you know, obviously I'm in therapy, and I've been going to therapy ongoing for, like, I go like all the time. I've been going for well over like, isn't it like 2 years that I've been going to therapy? I think so. Yeah, like well over like 2 years of going to therapy, I think. And honestly, I want to keep it that way. I know that some people kind of like to use therapy as like, they go sometimes and they stop, but I just kind of like having somebody to talk to about my shit, and just having somebody who's like not biased, like, so like not, like I can obviously talk to my friends, my family, my husband, all of the people, but sometimes just having like a therapist and having somebody who's like really unbiased, and I'm going with this brown like Huda Beauty eyeshadow. And like in terms of mental health and stuff like that, I feel like it's going good, you know. I'm learning to set like, you know, boundaries, and I feel like I'm learning to do a lot more self-care and listen to myself, like listen to my body and not ignore it. Like when I start to get stressed and overwhelmed, I don't really like, I used to just like push through it and just be like, you know what, like life sucks, but just keep going, and like very like almost like that, I think they call it like toxic positivity, and I used to just kind of like not really listen to myself. Like, you know, I'd feel overwhelmed and be like, no, I just have to keep going, this is what it is. And like now if like I'm feeling overwhelmed, like say like at work I'm feeling really overwhelmed and stuff like that, like I would just be like, oh, it's always busy, but like now I'm like regularly taking PTO. Here's the thing, guys, work is always gonna be there. Like it is always gonna be there. So take your freaking PTO, like take your PTO, take your vacations, because at the end of the day, work is always going to be there. And you know, even if you leave and you come back and you're like, damn, I have more work, it's always going to be like that. You deserve to take that vacation, you deserve to take time off, you deserve to pour into yourself, and you deserve to live and enjoy life. Like, it's not all about work. Like, you deserve to do those things, you know, treat yourself, you know, even if it's a staycation. Like, I'm not telling you to go to a place that's really expensive. If you can't afford that, like, that's okay. But do something for yourself. Even if it means a staycation where you do absolutely nothing and just do what you want to do, like watch TV, go to the beach or whatever, do that, guys. What I was saying, and I'll say in Spanish, is el trabajo siempre va a estar ahí, y no se olviden de tomarse su tiempo, sus vacaciones, su tiempo libre, porque yo antes no hacía eso, porque siempre decía, ay no, es que hay mucho trabajo y cuando regrese va a haber más trabajo. Pero no importa, el trabajo siempre va a estar ahí y ustedes se merecen darse ese tiempo que lo necesitan, porque así como le ponen tanto esfuerzo al trabajo, también se tienen que poner tanto esfuerzo y amor propio a ustedes. Palabra. What? He's what?
Crashed cars. Oh, they got him.
Ah! Update, guys. The dude is off of the car. He's on foot chase, and now they got him. Homeboy. I thought
like 8 guys on attack on each other.
Damn. So there's like 8 police officers. Like, he's basically locked up already. Yeah. Damn, guys. I'm not saying I was rooting for him. I'm just saying, like, I thought he was gonna go longer before I got up. I guess not. I'm pretty sure his car. I was thinking that because I was like, this guy's not been on there for a while. Like, I'm like, isn't that car gonna run out of gas? Actually, now that I'm looking at this primer, it does look like it's a little bit like in the pore area. It looks like it is kind of looking a little bit more smoothing, and my pores are not looking as like out there. I've been using, I have like, oh my god, this is, I probably shouldn't use this old, but the Air Spun loose setting powder. Y'all know this is an OG like favorite. Like when you first started doing your makeup and you were trying to look for affordable products, this is what we all got at the drugstore because it's affordable. And it's actually not bad. I think it's pretty good for the price. Sometimes when you get these like powders, the flash pack, and then you took a picture, you're like, honey, I've been looking like goddamn Casper. But I don't know. I don't really take a lot of selfies, so I'm not the best person to tell you guys whether like something is like flashback like proof. Alright, so we're gonna do that. We are gonna put a little bit up here just because, like I told you guys, I am an oily person and we're about to go on this bike ride, and you're like probably like, bitch, why are you putting makeup on to go on the bike ride? I wasn't necessarily putting makeup on to go on this bike ride. I was mainly putting makeup on to film this video, so you know, I just so happened to be going on a bike ride after. But some people do wear makeup like when they do that, and no hate, you know what I mean? I do not care. Like if you're the type of person that likes to wear a bunch of makeup to go do like outdoor activities or like workout, I literally am like, girl, do you, like whatever makes you happy, I could care less. But sometimes I'm just what one. Sometimes like it, like if that literally be the thing, I'm just like fucking lazy. I know like my mom literally, that homegirl does not step out of the house without arreglándose. Like that homegirl literally like, she'll make us all hold up. She'll be like, we leaving at this time, and then everyone is like there. She's like, everybody be ready, everybody be here, and then we're all there, and then she's not even ready, and we're like, okay, like it's fine. Like she in terms of when I say she's not ready, it's like she just doesn't have her makeup done, and we're like, okay, it's fine, let's just go, you know, because we're already running late. And she like refuses to leave. Like she'll literally like be like, nah, like I gotta get ready. Like I do not go out of my house unready and unready. Dude, after this, so after the bike ride, did I spit on myself? We are gonna go get something to eat, and then we're gonna watch a movie, and it is my turn to pick the meal. You already know what I'm gonna get, probably. Okay, so after that, we are gonna go ahead and go in with a bronzer. I'm just gonna go in with the Too Faced bronzer. I was gonna do the cream bronzer, but honestly, I'm not in the mood today to do a cream bronzer. Like I'm not in the mood to do like a whole like cream bronzer, like cream contour, cream, all of that. I'm just not in the mood for that today. I'm trying to be like more like on top of my budget. Like I'm keyword trying, I want to. There's just goals I want to meet, and so like obviously like, you know, like I want to do like a lot of like makeup, like trying on review videos, but it involves me having to spend money on buying these products that sometimes can add up. So then I'm like, that's why I'm like, oh, bro, what am I gonna post? And I do like doing like those, I like doing vlogs, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe a lot of people don't like to watch my vlogs. I also wanted to do kind of like, I thought it was mukbangs, but I think they're mukbangs, like mukbang videos. And I also wanted to do like react videos, like where I look at like memes and then I react to them on camera for you guys. I don't know, I think that would be really cool. I would love to have a podcast and just talk about stupid shit with people. Like, that would just be a lot of fun. But hey guys, sorry to interrupt your video, but I just wanted to ask you guys, are you guys subscribed to this channel or are you just watching? Because if you're just watching, cool, thank you, I appreciate you so much. But I would love if you show your love and support by subscribing to this channel by hitting that big red subscribe button at the bottom. Thank you guys, bye. All right guys, so it's gonna be a little bit choppy of where we left off because of course, per usual, my camera was overheating, so I had to turn her off, let her recover a little bit, and then turn her back on. So honestly, I don't even remember what we were talking about. I don't know, you guys might hear some audio situation going on different throughout the video because forgot to turn the mic on. So we were only using audio from the camera. So yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. The next product that is new that I want to show you guys that I want to review is the One Size Cheek Clapper. Cheek Clapper. And this is the 3D Blush Trio in the shade. Y'all gonna die. Okay, first of all, I died when I saw Cheek Clapper. I was like, I need to get this because it's a cheek clapper. Like, you ain't clapping cheeks, then I don't know what you're doing. But then when I saw the name of this shade, I was like, bruh, I need to buy this just to have this in my collection just because of the name. And then Diaz was like, yeah, you should get that one. That suits you. Literally, the name of this is Fat Ass. Oh my god, I almost broke it for fucking around. It is giving pink Barbie girly vibes. And then look at this beauty. Y'all, look at these motherfucking shades. Oh, ¿qué es esto? Oh. There's a motherfucking fly up in here. I don't know about you guys, but I fucking hate flies. But look at these shades. Ah, ay, puta madre. Oh, these are beautiful. And you know what's cool is that so there's two powder two powder blushes. And one of them is like a little bit more on the glittery side, and then one of them is just like more matte. But then the one that's like the cream blush has like a little freaking lid, like, so it doesn't get dirty. That's so cute. And it's a pretty big size. But they have, so it's Cheek Clapper. The trio is called Fat Ass, but they each have names. So the cream one is called Twerkalicious. The one in the middle that's like the matte pink one is Rosebud. And then the small, the glittery pink one is BBL. I literally freaking love this. Let's use a little bit of the Twerkalicious. Oh, ay mama. Y'all, I don't know if y'all see this, but this is hella pigmented. So if y'all are gonna go in with this, go in with a little, because this is hella pigmented. And where's my thing? A magical wipe just appeared in my video. The cream one is, I like that it's easy to blend. I am, like I was telling you guys, I'm kind of somebody who's a little bit scared to use cream products because I'm not a professional with makeup, you know, like self-taught from YouTube and just trying random shit and hoping that it works. So I'm not like, you know, I don't feel really comfortable using a lot of these like new makeup techniques and makeup like products. But this is actually really easy to blend out. And it's a nice, pretty, like rosy pink color. Let's go ahead and go in next with the Rosebud, because the BBL one is like a lot more like pinky glittery. I like it, but I just don't want to use that for today's. I think I put a little too much. Let's see. Oh shit, this is hella pigmented, y'all. Me pasé de verga. Oh my god, I put so much. Not gonna lie, I put a little too much, so that's why it looks really pink. I like it to look pink, but maybe not a lot of pink. So I'm gonna kind of diffuse it out with this like brush to kind of like bring it down a notch. But it's gorgeous. These colors are gorgeous, and it is so big. Like, I'm literally excited to try more things from this line. I have heard really good things about the setting spray. I want to try that setting spray. I also want to try, there's like this primer that they have that I want to try. And then there's also this pressed powder or setting powder that I want to try. The next item that I am going to be trying that is new is this Extra Dimension Skin Finish powder. And this is basically a highlighter, and this is in the color Show Gold. This is from MAC, sorry. And the girl at Ulta was wearing this, and I was like, oh, your highlighter's so pretty. And then she was like, oh, it's this one. And then she showed it to me. I was like, bruh, I need to get that. Like, I literally need to. So I'm gonna put on my inner corners, because y'all know me, I like to always put my highlighter in my inner corner of my eyes just to brighten them up. And it is so pretty. So I would describe this highlighter color as like a holographic-y, like pink looking. So if you're into like holographic-y looking like highlighters, it has like a pinkish purplish, like futuristic-y look to it. Like, this is kind of the vibe that that's gonna give you. Then we are gonna just go ahead and go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. I've talked to you guys about this setting spray before. It's not my favorite, but because I like the original formula better rather than this like ultra matte, because I feel like this one has like, it leaves like a white residue. If you're having the problem that it's leaving like little white specks on you, just go in with like a beauty blender or like a sponge and kind of dab, and it will go away. So it's not that big of a deal, but I mean, it kind of is, because if I'm gonna spend that much money on a setting spray, like, I want you to do your job good, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to go in there and do that. So yeah, I do kind of get annoyed when things like that happen, when it's something that is kind of expensive, you know? Gonna go in with, y'all can't really see this, but this is a tiny like Italia lip liner. I need to order more of these on Amazon. I think I got these originally in Mexico, or I don't know if I got them in. And I like these lip liners because they are so affordable and they are literally so creamy. Next item that I'm going to show you guys that is new that I'm reviewing is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. And this is in the color, oh, I don't know. Oh, Vanilla Beige. It's really, really glossy and I feel like it's just, it smells really good. It smells like, I don't know, like chocolate or something. Last but not least, the last item that is new that I wanted to show you guys is this Milk Makeup Rise Mascara, and it says that it lifts, lengthens, and does volume. And I got this as well in, oh, and this is in the color Elevate, I guess. I got this in a FabFitFun Fun box. It looks like this. The packaging is cool. It's like a rubbery material. All right, guys, so I am back. This is the final look. Let's just do a quick little speed review of what I thought for my like first impressions of these products. You know, obviously as the time goes by and I keep using these products, my opinion might change and I may like them more or I may not like them as much and stuff like that. But let's just kind of do like a first impressions review. So the first product we used was this Bobbi Brown, the Vitamin Enriched Face Base primer. So I will say, like, I'm gonna need to try this primer a lot more to see whether I like it or not. This is a little bit more on the pricier side, so that's something that I'm definitely really like, you know, if I'm gonna spend so much on like a primer, like I need to love it. I feel like my makeup looks good. Like I like the way that the final look of my makeup looks, and the primer does seem to smooth some of the texture on my skin, but I don't know how it's really going to be more long wearing, like how it's going to be like by the end of the night, if it's really gonna help stay my makeup on and make it look like flawless and stuff like that. It definitely wasn't mattifying, so that's kind of a con for me. So I will let you guys know more in the future in my upcoming videos whether I like this or not. The next product was the One Size, the cheek clapper in the Trio Fat Ass, and this I absolutely loved. I think that it was really, really big. It's a really big size palette. I love that it comes with 3 different blush shades, and you know, for this one I only used Twerkalicious, which was the cream one, and I also used the Rosebud, and both of these were really, really pigmented, and just a little goes a long way. So I'm excited to keep trying this and use even more products from this brand. The next product was this MAC highlighter. This is the Show Gold Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and this is just, I think this was great. It's really beautiful on the skin. It's really like purpley pinkish highlighter type of color, so I really, really love this. The next product was the Summer Fridays Lip Balm Butter in the color Vanilla Beige. I think this is really pigmented for a gloss. It comes with a lot of color. I think that the tube size is good. I love the little like applicator that it has for it. It's quick to put in your bag on makeup days, no makeup days. So I will definitely be trying more items from this brand. And last but not least is the Milk Makeup, the Rise Mascara. This one I will say that I wasn't, you know, the wand it has a nice wand, so I feel like the applicator is really big, but I will say that I feel like the lashes, it does lengthen them, like it definitely does lengthen them, but I feel like they look like clumpy and clustery, and I don't like that. So I don't know, this is honestly, out of all the things that I tried, I don't think that I'll be like repurchasing this or stuff like that. I know Milk Makeup has a lot of good products in their brand, and I want to try more things from their brand, but this was just not really my cup of tea. So yeah, guys, that was all the products that I tried for today's reviewing of makeup. Let me know if you guys like these types of videos, and go ahead and comment below some high-end makeup products that are your faves that maybe I can try in a future video. And don't forget, guys, if you're not already subscribed, to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button at the bottom. I would really appreciate your guys' support. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye, guys.